right. Good evening. Happy Hump Day. Ascendancy TV is back with another streamed X-Wing NCX League game. We are in Season 9, entering the home stretch before the playoffs of this Season 5. And tonight we have the Coruscant Wanderers, represented by Ben, flying Resistance, against Max for the Ascendancy, flying the Rebels in a chance engagement. So before we get started, let's introduce the teams. First, we have the Wanderers.
Hard work wins, leaders don't follow. Living for today, might not be here tomorrow. Welcome to the team, we wish you all the best. Now,
Interesting. The video did not play. Let's see if the Ascendancy plays. All right, I'll have to see why that is, but that's okay. Let's see here.
hard work wins, leaders don't follow. Living for today, might not be here tomorrow. Welcome to the team, we wish you all the best. Now,
Awesome. All right, figured that one out, so let's try the Ascendancy. Okay. All right, so we have an interesting game with 5 T70s. And of those 5 T70s, we have Eloasti with Predator, Heroic Ferrosphere Paint, and the S-Foils, Temmin Wexley. And this is the Temmin Wexley that can execute a speed 2 to 4 maneuver. Fully executing, he may perform a boost action. So boost and then take his action. That's a great combination. We have Kare Kun. Wow, when you boost, you may use the one hard left or right template instead. Awesome. Has heroic, no, Kare has Ferrosphere and Heavy Laser Cannon. Temmin has heroic Ferrosphere R68. We have Vanessa Doza with Marksmanship and Barrage Rockets. Vanessa can perform a torpedo or missile attack. She may treat the front arc requirement as a back arc requirement for that attack, but if you do, you must treat the range requirement as 1 or 2. So kind of treating Vanessa like an SF or a Whisper from the First Order, where you can shoot the missiles out the butt, but they are restricted to range 1 or 2. Okay, and then Jess Pava at Initiative 3 with R2-D2 and the integrated S-Foils for the rerolls. Over on the Ascendancy side, Max is on our left. Flying Fenrau in the Fang with Predator, Mando Optics, and Beskar reinforced plating. Wedge Antilles with the Battle over Endor standard loadout build with It's a Trap, Predator, APT, and R2A3, the droid that lets him spend 1 charge once a game to take a target lock after he performs an action. And then Luke Skywalker, this is the Battle of Yavin standard loadout variant with Instinctive Aim, Attack Speed, which lets him perform a straight boost after fully executing a 3 or 4 speed maneuver straight, and Proton Torpedoes with R2-D2 for some regen. We have Sabine Wren in the TIE Fighter with Beskar reinforced plating, and rounding it out with that pesky little Jemmer Sojin in the A-Wing, the Battle over Endor version. It's a trap, precision-tuned cannons, chaff particles, and target assist algorithm. Basically, unless you get all the shots on Jemmer, you're probably not going to do a lot of damage. So we'll see how this plays out. They are getting set up. It is chance engagement. So half points are in effect. And so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Everybody seems to forget that one. And it looks like we are getting a Rebel damage deck out for the Rebel player. Very good. And don't sweat it if you're not joining us live. This will be recorded and thrown up on the channel so that you can review it at your leisure. And the players can look at it and go, oh my God, why'd I do that? Right? Or, oh wow, I got lucky there. So either way, it's good. It's content. It's good for scouting for next season if these players continue to stay with it. And it's just more good X-Wing content. So a Rebel list against 5 T-70 X-Wings for half points with Ferrosphere paint, which can give people stress once they take a lock if you're not in the bullseye. So this will be very interesting. As it stands right now, the Coruscant Wanderers are visiting the Ascendancy. Coruscant is 3 wins, 5 losses over the season coming into week 9. The Ascendancy is 7 wins, 1 loss. That loss to this very same Coruscant Wanderers team back in, week, 4? Something like that. Yeah, week 4. And it was a 4-3 win. So Coruscant had the early lead, I believe. We fought back a little bit and just couldn't pull it out. As it stands for this series, Coruscant, the Wanderers, are up 1-0 on the Ascendancy. Aurelian beat Daniel M. Isophane in what looks to be a nail biter, 21-17. Apparently, ISO was down pretty good at the start and had to fight his way back. So he just couldn't finish it. It happens. That's the random variance of the game, and so we're getting set up. We'll see what we can do here. And there we go. Looks like we're going to be setting some dials and getting this going. So that'll be fun. Don't really know why you need the X-Wing tokens for Wedge and Luke, but hey, that's okay. They're basically locked in attack foil. You don't get to close your foils when you're using those standard loadouts, but that's okay. The T-70s will have their S-foils available, which on the T-70s gives them the barrel roll. They don't have the barrel roll natively, and the T-65s over on the Rebel side have the barrel roll natively, but don't have the native boost. And in the custom variant of the T-65s, they can close their wings to get the boost to link into a focus, etc. So the action bars for these T-65s are a little bit different given the standard loadout nature and the experimentation done with them. But it makes for an interesting counterplay with the T-65s versus the later model, the T-70s, I guess. The other difference between the X-Wings are the T-65s have 4-hull, 2 shields. Unless you're a standard loadout, Luke has 2 shields. Wedge has 3 shields. So Wedge's battle over Endor is basically a T-70 variant with 4-hull, 3 shields. So beefy little suckers. We are playing chance engagement, which basically says starting at round 2 for each player who is at range 2 of the center, you get a point. If you are the only player at range 2, you get another point. So it would be 2-0 if you are the only one within range 2. So this encourages kind of the swarm to the middle and blow stuff up approach, as opposed to the other variants of the scenarios where you have multiple obstacles spread around the field and you'll spend actions or just be in proximity to them to do something with them. Pick them up, push the button, just hang out King of the Hill style, right? Here, you don't have to do anything. You just have to be at range 2. Doesn't matter if you have 1 ship to their 5 at range 2. You just need to have a ship there, and you get a point. So that's something. All right, one moment. I'm being asked to send the link to the stream over to Ben over on the Coruscant side, so I have done so. So many windows to juggle. All right. Looks like Max is player 1, and they went to system phase, no rotate, no boost, and off we go. And Gemmer is going to barrel roll. All right. So that was the 2, and now we go to the 3s. And so we have overlap here between Jess and Sabine. So Sabine is going to move forward and just focus. Hey, Something Wicked, thanks for joining. Yes, Max has a really tough list, especially on chance. But the 5T70s are no slouch either. Beefy, hit hard, and lots of mods. So, all right, close the wings on Temin. Gonna barrel roll. Looks like not activate the boost because that I think comes first. All right, let's see how this goes. Closing the wings for, oh, who was pink? Goodness. Temin, yes. Okay, so green is Vanessa. Got it. And yellow is Kare, who is a 4, I believe. Yep. So we've got on the resistance side, Jessica at 3, Vanessa, Kare, and Temin at 4, Elo at 5. On the rebel side, we have Gemmer at 2, Sabine at 3, and then Luke at 5 with 2 6s with Wedge and Fenrau. So we'll see how this plays out, definitely. All right, let's see what we get. All right, Luke jumping forward. Lock in the rock. Okay, a little bit of jam protection there, it looks like. And here comes Elo with a boost. Nice. Very nice. Here comes Wedge with just a nice little 1. And he's going to lock as well. And now Fen. Oh no, he bumped. Yikes. That hurts. And he's punished. Oh, Max, you're going to look at that tomorrow and you're going to go, what in the world? Oh, well. Let's hope that's not a precursor of things to come, but we'll see. Yeah, Not what you want to start with, but I guess it could be a lot worse, although not much, right? You've already got a quarter of your health gone on Fenrau, so we'll see how this plays out. I wonder if the X-Wings over there with Jess and Temin are going to two or three straight and then boost in and kind of guard that middle. I imagine Kare is going to probably do it too hard, although we'll see. And then down there, our little pink Temin, who knows? We'll see. Probably a three straight, grab the boost, be able to get a shot. So, or maybe Temin goes and threatens Sabine a little bit to keep her kind of preoccupied. Not sure you want to waste a lot of shots on Sabine or Gemmer initially because they're only 2 and 3 points respectively, but we'll see how this plays out. I think range control is going to be important here. But then again, I'm not having a great season, so what do I know? I've had some bad luck. I've had some boneheaded plays. Yeah, it happens, right? But, you know, having fun regardless and trying to keep the team set for good matchups and set us up in a position to do well. And you look at the Wanderers team at 3-5 with a stacked roster, they must have had some bad luck here and there because that is a loaded team of players. Phenomenal players throughout this league, right? And we can say that about every single team. Got some great players across the teams, I guess. More importantly, great people. I've not had a bad experience with anybody I've played with, anybody I've interacted with. So, it's a great community, and I am glad to have found it. I'm glad to have been able to participate these last, oh geez, what is this, my third season? And, looking forward to season 6 and how that will shape up. So, but enough of the ads, I guess. So, setting dials for round 2. And I've often found rounds 2 and 3 sometimes, for me at least, can provoke the most thought because you're either setting up the approach and you want to get it just right and not leave somebody out to dry, or, making sure you're not going to run into something and just make a mess of it. Hey, Nightwing, thanks for joining, man. Third season for you as well. Yes, I am. I'm glad you joined as well. Enjoy reading some of your work and seeing how everybody's doing. So it's been phenomenal. Okay, I think we are set, and I should probably be paying attention to the overlay and who has initiative. Thankfully, it was set to max, so looks like max it is still. All right then. Yeah. All right, Gemmer's gonna do something. We boosting? Yep, we're boosting. Gets a stress for that. I picked up the art of streaming this season, not because I had a burning desire to stream, but more because it actually started because I wanted to figure out how to record the games, right? So if my team or anybody else wanted to play a game and have it recorded for future work, you know, we could do that. So I figured out how to use the OBS studio, set up my Facebook, and then from there it was okay, how do I link that to Twitch and do all that stuff? So, you know, incremental, figuring it out. I figured out how to do the intros as well, although I screwed it up at the beginning a little bit, but hey, live and learn. All right, Sabine comes around, focuses. So I'm just happy that it's another avenue to stream games or record games. Ooh, nice. 3 bank from Jess with a focus. And it just gives us more content, which is okay. He's going to barrel roll, I guess. Or is he? Yeah, he's going to have to. That's okay. I think that was intentional. But yeah, the streams are, I'll link it to the focus. Nice. Nice. Now, the thing to note with the wings closed on these T-70s is they have a built-in deplete, meaning they have 1 less attack die, unless you're in their bullseye. So, nothing wrong with that. But yeah, it's been fun. So, learning some new skills, and then it's finding the time to do all the things, right? Because, silly me, I also picked up the art of miniature painting this season. Uh, did that for Worlds, have been getting into Battletech Alpha Strike, picking up models and painting them, and just probably driving my wife crazy with some of the new hobbies, with doing some of the streaming, doing the series, and the season, grabbing a couple new games, Star Wars Unlimited. So yeah, just have to be careful how you allocate the time, I guess. So, oh, coming in to threaten Sabine. Okay. Hmm. All right. Luke coming in. And what's Luke gonna do? Huh. Gonna attack speed boost. And he's going to barrel roll. Okay. So he's going to threaten Temin just a little bit, who's threatening Sabine. Interesting. Here comes Elo. I suppose Luke, nope, he doesn't have any linked actions on his action bar, whereas Wedge has a couple. Focus into a red boost, barrel roll into a red focus. And of course, when Wedge boosts, he has to, oh, here comes Wedge. He has to take a deplete. Oh, this will be interesting. Huh, what to do, what to do. Focus and deplete into a boost. Interesting. We're going after Temin, and Fen just takes a nice gentle. Okay, so is the plan to wipe Temin off the board and make them come to him? Interesting. So is Fen going to link that into a red? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so we are going to start with Fen, no shot. Wedge, has bullseye, so Predator is active. So that'll be 2 dice against 3. Let's zoom in a little, shall we? All right. See if this helps a little. There we go. All right, rolling 2. And will he Predator? Yes, he will. And spends the focus, I guess, for 2. And gets 2 outright. Okay. Well, that'll be interesting. Luke goes first. Is he going to instinctive aim that, or is he just going to do the shot? He's looking, he's debating. How many dice is he going to draw? He's just going to take the regular primary. Okay. Oh, that's a good roll. Nice. And that's also a decent roll. So take 2 shields or 1. He's going to take 1 shield on Temin. So let's go make sure the up overlay is done. There we go. All right, now we have Elo firing into Wedge. This will be interesting. Okay, 3 dice, and is going to get Predator, it looks like, yep, and gets a single. Well, and Wedge is okay. Wedge is like, nah, that's fine. Nothing for the 4s. Nothing for Vanessa. All right. And he's having trouble getting that silly thing turned off. There you go. Thank you, Max. And then we go range 1 into Jess, or Sabine, sorry. Ooh, just 1 crit. Well, Sabine has Beskar, so I suppose if she doesn't roll an evade, she can use it, but she got the evades. And now, probably into Wedge is my guess. 3 dice into 3 dice. Does Jess have rerolls? She does. Spends 1, gets a blank, spends the focus for 2. Okay. And Wedge will take 2 shields. Or does he have its trap? No, its trap is it defensive? Yep, takes 2 shields. Okay. 2 shields down on Wedge, 1 shield down on Temin, and now maybe more coming on Temin. So range 1 from Sabine. Oh, he's remembering. He's being nice for the streamer. She'll spend that for 3. Nice. Oof. And 3. Okay. Shields down with a damage card, and that should be half points. Okay. So what does Jemmer do here? Yeah, I think that's the right call. 2 dice into Elo. Just 1. And safe. And at that point, I think we both get a point. So it should be 3-2. There it goes. Good job, guys. Or 3-1. 3-1, sorry. Math is hard this late at night. Oh, and we are now going into round 3. Boy, I am not keeping stuff up to date on the overlay, so apologies, guys. Yeah, Sabine's doing some work there. Okay, they must be using the crate to represent half points. So that's kind of cool. But now the question is, where do you go? Does Sabine do a K turn? I'm sure Temin is going to Well, if he Talon rolls, he might get Luke and Wedge, but Fen could come around and blast him as well. So do you 3 hard and try to block Fen? Where does Luke go? Right? Interesting. And where does Jimmer go that he might not? Well, maybe he boosts to the right and just does a 5, but then you don't have the rear arc facing anyone. You could rotate, I suppose, but if they come down for you, I imagine they'll try to go for Wedge and Luke, though, coming around. I just don't know what Kare is going to do. Will the too hard to the right fit and not hit the rock? Probably. That's better than going to the left away from the center obstacle, but we'll see. Very, very interesting. This is kind of where I get myself in trouble a little bit with my games. Figuring out what the best move is, how you can keep guns on target while staying in range of the center, and perhaps not presenting a nice juicy target that somebody can just shoot down in 1 round. Although you're going to have probably 3 shots coming into Wedge next round, or Gemmer, or Fen, and so somebody's going to get some beat. But that's the name of the game, right? This is chance. This is the closest to the old 2.0, if you will, where just basic dogfighting, but with a center objective. So you can't just circle the board for 70 minutes and then grab a shot, get half points, and win, 3-0. Which, frankly, there's nothing wrong with that if it's skillfully done and it's a dog and or a cat and mouse type of game, but or a dog and cat chase. But I can see why some people didn't like that kind of gameplay. you know. So everybody's got their preferences, and I'm still playing, so I must like something about how the game has changed. Although I do have my minor grievances with certain things, but I think we all do with anything we do, right? I don't know of any hobby where we're just all in, it's all great, there's no bad. You know, if so, I'd like some of what you have, but can Snap fit a too hard? That would be Temin over here. Uh, to the right? Ooh. Yeah, probably. Probably, but then you'd have to barrel roll to stay on the board, and I don't know if you can stay on the board the next round. That's a great question. Ben taking his time to figure out what he's doing, checking his dials. Looks like we're going to get into it here momentarily. So let's see. Yeah, I agree. He either has to Talon roll to come back into the fight and be exposed to Luke, Wedge, and Fen, or he has to hard 3 and try to block Fen. And it looks like Ben will be our first player this time. So we are rotating with Jimmer. Nice. Okay, what is Jimmer doing? What are we doing? Oh, 5 straight. Okay. If those X-Wings did a 1 hard, Jimmer might be hurting. Just saying. Just saying. But even then, it'd have to be really unlucky. Oh, just kind of sneaks through. I agree. Yeah, Temin is going to be a sacrifice, and yeah, I can't disagree. Gemmer's in a great blocking position, and at least is only getting shot twice. Ooh, K-turn from Sabine. Okay, nice. And now the fours. Yeah, I get it. Okay, opening the wings for Vanessa. Makes sense. So this is probably a 2, maybe a 3. Can Gemmer shoot range 1? That is a great question. Let me go look and see what Gemmer's card says. Let's see here. The precision-tuned cannons is range 2 to 3 front arc. So no, not at range 0 or 1, it looks like. Just as safe, yes. And yeah, I probably could have pulled it up on the screen, but it's hard to read. So, besides, we miss the action if we block something with the overlay, and that's no fun. Okay. So Kare did go to the left and did a boost around, it looks like. And oh, interesting. Okay. Temin did the 3 hard, and all right. Links into the barrel roll focus. All right. What are we doing with the 4s? Okay. Had closed his wings. Got it. And Elo was going to do a 4 straight, right? And slides past Gemmer. Nice. Okay. Somebody's going to get hammered. Question is who? Interesting. Very interesting. Some of this feels like positioning for the next round, potentially, because Luke could 3 Talon and be okay. What is Luke doing? He's going to slide up that way. Okay. And then the 6s. What are we doing? Who's next? Fen. Bumps. Okay. Probably want that stressful focus, I think. You don't want to leave Fen out there without any mods for at least 1 shot, maybe 2. What in the world is Wedge doing? Okay, nice. He's not going to get the shot regardless. So Gemmer is holding down the middle. Max is kind of heading to the top of the board. Gonna have to make those X-Wings come after him. So, interesting. All right. What are we doing? Okay, so nothing. Okay. Wedge is boosting for the focus into the red depleted boost. Okay. Very well. All right. What are we shooting? Must be range 0 onto Temin. And 1 goes through on Temin. Oh dear. Oh, heroic. Nice. Very nice. Okay. And now we go to the fives. What are we doing? Bullseye range 3 on wedge? Yep. Heroic. Or you have Fen at range 2 just barely. Decisions, decisions. One more on each gives you half. So, so it's 3 dice, whichever target you pick. One needs to get through, and you will be getting a couple of points from that. So, okay, he's deciding on Fen. Very good. Yeah, choices, choices. Yeah, looks like he's going to go for Fen. Okay. Oh, heroic though, right? Heroic? Yes. Oh, that could hurt. Come on, Fen. You can do it. And takes a crit. Ouch. And he cannot Beskar that, I don't think. Disabled power regulator. Okay. So Fen goes down 1 and has a disabled power regulator, and it should now be 3 all. Ooh. Ouch. Yeah, that was some good heroic conversions there for Ben. That was very nice. Yeah, it happens. I've noticed Fen kind of does that at range 2 regardless. So we're going to go range 0 into Gemmer. It's a shot, right? I don't think anybody expects this to do much. Oh, it's range 1. My bad. Okay. Oh, one hit, one crit because of marksmanship, I assume. And safe with 2. Okay. This is now, what is this? This is Jess? Yeah, Jess going at Fen Rao. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Fen takes another. Fen takes another. Okay. Yeah, Gemmer taking a single shot is usually fine. I agree. But I have seen the rare occasion where it just does stupid things, right? Okay. So Sabine, just 1 into Temin. Spends the focus. Safe. Interesting. And 1 point each, it looks like. So we are at 4 all heading into round 4 with 40 minutes left. Fen leaking like a sieve. Temin has 3 left. This is where I think the damage race is going to benefit the resistance, just because you didn't get enough shots on 1 or more ships to plink them down. So we'll see how this plays out. Sabine's probably doing the too hard to come in and get bullied by these X-Wings, Luke may do the Talon roll to try to get an instinctive aim protorp off. Uh, Wedge. What does Wedge's style look like? Uh, Banks are blue, straights blue, no hards. So, boy, that's gonna hurt. Wedge is kind of in a awkward position for getting back into the fight. Yeah, T70s are thick boys, beefy boys. Hard to deal with, but you know, it's okay. That's why you play the game. You never know what random dice variants will do for you. And I've got my game, I think, Friday night against Team Captain Brendo, who is also flying Resistance. So I'm flying First Order. That'll be an interesting matchup. We are doing Salvage, which I don't know who it benefits, but you know, we'll make it work one way or the other. So lots of interesting choices that you can fly with these things. So all right. So Gemmer is what? Just gonna 2 or 3 straight and focus so you get the shot out the butt. Fenn's gotta go straight, most likely to clear that stress, but he's gonna be in a bad spot if he does. I guess he could hard 2 to the left, but clear that stress, and then what? You're probably not getting a shot. Oh boy. Do we think Luke's Talon rolling in and Sabine's doing a 2 hard in? Yeah. Hey, Brendo, welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, it's been an interesting series so far, and it's almost Thursday with some more games to happen. So yeah, true. Sabine probably does want to bank to clear that stress. That's right. They're she's in a regular tie LN, not a tie FO. So that changes things. I'm so used to flying the tie FOs that yeah, got to remember the blues are different. He could too hard, yes, cover Fen. That would be good. I wonder if bringing the rebel ships that far to that side of the board was a mistake instead of closing in to just do some damage to these X-Wings in the center. I don't know though. With my luck, I would have done something like that and then just blanked out everything and it would have snowballed. But hey, that's why I'm not flying the rebels. They are not my main faction, so figuring out how best to fly them is not always great for me. So, checking things out, it looks like dials are set. I think they're just validating everything looks good, and we'll get our roll off here soon, I hope. Okay. Ah, yes. Debating the move. Okay. All right. Are we set? Okay. Double checking, deciding on something else for Temin or Vanessa. Sorry. I don't know why I keep thinking Temin is green. Temin is the hot pink little dude there at the top. So, blocking Fen. Some good deliberation and... Oh no! He flipped his dial. And it looks like Max will be first player. Okay, let's go set that up. So we go into system phase. And what did we get? A rotate. And probably a too hard. Oh no. Oh no, Gemmer. Onto the rock. Takes the stress, but no damage. And no shots. Well, maybe that's not a horrible thing. So there's the bank. Good call. Clear the stress. And what's she going to do? Barrel roll. Ooh, okay. No mods. Well, she's 2 points, so you give up a point on half and another on destruction. Closing wings. Banking 2. Probably has to barrel roll, but can you go either way? Ooh. We'll just focus and link to a, or is it barrel rolling to a red focus? Okay, can clear that. Nice. Well done. Okay. And Vanisa's going to close wings as well. 3 bank. Nice. Are we going to do the same thing? We're going to barrel roll and link. Okay. Yep. Looks like we're going to barrel roll and link. Nice. Well played, Ben. Nice tight maneuvers. It's almost like he's flown this list before or something, right? Kare coming in. Nice focus. Bank, it looks like, for Temin. Gonna barrel roll. Yep. Don't let the crate fool you. We're not playing salvage. We're playing chance. The crates are there to represent half points have been obtained. Looks like he's going to... Oh, he did his boost, so... And now he's going to, what, barrel roll? Yep, looks like. And is he going to link that into a focus? Yes, he is. Protect yourself. And let's see, 4s. R5s. Nope, there's Luke. Okay. And Elo. Elo's coming up to harass Sabine. Okay. Okay. 2 blue bank, it looks like. Clear the stress, clear the deplete. Yeah. He's going to focus, and it looks like he's going to take the deplete to boost the stress. Okay. And Fen is noping out of there. Hmm. What is he going to do? Barrel roll and focus? Oh. He's flipping the card, it looks like. Yeah. Oh, but he cannot fix the card. It's disabled. It does not let you fix it. So he will be ionized this next round. So, yeah, you can't barrel roll to get away and behind the cover. And so he can bank next round. That's no problem. But I think you just focus. Because if you survive this round, you may not survive the next one. Yep. So, I mean, I suppose you could barrel roll in. So you're kind of by wedge and then focus. So the bank boost keeps you on the board more easily. But yeah, I think you're going to be fine regardless. So, all right. So wedge is going to shoot. Wedge is going to shoot, I think. And he will be ionized. Yep, he's just remembering the card. Because he engages, has no shot, so range 2 into Temin with a depleted wedge. Here we go. Okay, about the best you can hope for. And takes 1 on Temin. Okay. Temin down to 2 hull left. Probably going to survive this round easily. So what does Luke do? Do you instinctive aim that proton at Elo? Maybe make him spend that focus? Yep. Dreaded eyeball blank with heroic. It's about what I would roll every time if I had a heroic ship. Or I'd just roll blanks into blanks. So my dice are very, very lazy. They don't like to work. Okay, we're going to go into Elo. We are going to instinctive aim a Protorp. All right, let's see what we get. Okay. Sorry, trying not... Oh, what'd he do? He moved it. Okay. Well, that's a thing. My goodness, spend the force. Oh, and the dreaded 1. So 3 shields down on Temin. Okay. So that's not... Or on Elo, sorry. So Sabine could do some work and get half points there if she lives. So, or do you shoot Luke? I think you shoot Sabine, personally. Because Luke will get a force back if you shoot him. He's at range 2, Sabine's at range 1. Oh my goodness, there's 4. Well, she can Beskar one of those crits. Oh my goodness. Gonna have to. Oh, 2? Oh, she's dead. She's dead. You can Beskar one of those, but oh no, maybe not. Yeah, she's dead, I think. Fuel leak. Okay, hit fuel leak, so half points. Interesting. So, boom, boom, fuel leak. So, interesting. All right, so what are we doing? We are shooting with, who is this, Kare? Who are we shooting? Sabine or Gemmer? I think you gotta shoot Sabine, don't you? Because otherwise... So, yeah, the crates are out there, Brendo, for half point recognition, not because it's salvage. Oh, that's a good shot by Kare. So, ooh, my goodness. And that's a dead Sabine. Sabine, go boom. And yeah, so yeah, the crates were there just there for the half point indicators to help them remember to score the points. So yeah. And so the 4s are still shooting, and here we go into Fen, it looks like. Oh, ouch. Predator or Focus? Oh, that's a dead Fen. Well, that's a dead Fen. Well played by Ben so far. Very well played. So Fen doesn't really have to worry about the ionization unless his personal particles need to drift left or right or straight now, but they're so small you'd never see them. Any other shots? Nope. So we just get a point each. And off we go into the next round with Ben leading 10-5. So Temen's on half. Elo will be on half. Temen's got to book it out of there because if he doesn't go fast enough, Fen or Wedge may catch up with that APT. And that would be a very unhappy Temen. But Wedge does have to be careful. Yes. Yeah. Very true, Brendo. Actually, Wedge is 1 away from half. So you've got Vanessa and Jess that can come down and threaten Wedge to take him to half, get a couple points there. And if you're lucky, take him off the board. But Wedge is very much a heavy hitter. That is true. Luke is a heavy hitter. Gemmer is probably going to. If you're too hard, do you hit the next debris? I mean, geez. Uh, and Kari's coming up behind, just keeping things honest. So it's not over, but it certainly doesn't look favorable for the rebels. And we have 20 minutes left, so if you can get 2 rounds out of that 20 minutes, you might do okay, but you gotta kill some things. You kill Temin, you get 2 points. You get half on LO, you're gonna get 2 points because they're all 4. So you gotta kill both of them for a total of what, 6 points, and then make sure nobody dies and gets half, and stay within the center. If you do that, you'd be up a point, but Wedge very well may get halved here. And if you can get 2 more rounds, then it's maybe anybody's game. But we'll see. I do hope they are aware of the time so they can try to get the 2 rounds. But again, they are setting the pace of play. They will have to police themselves there. I am not the time cops. As much as I might want to get in there and shake Max and say, dude, speed it up, right? Um, love you, Max. But, you know, these are important rounds, so you want to make sure that you're not putting yourself in a bad spot while also putting yourself in a good spot for firing and all that. But does Elo K-turn? Does Elo have a K-turn? Let me look. He does. He has a 4K, so theoretically, Elo could K-turn and not get shot by Luke. So what's the right answer here? We shall see. All right, here we go. Max's first player again. Okay. Here we go. He can't do anything, but he will move. Oh, nice. It fit. I was a little worried about that. So he's going to focus. Nice. Just Talon with Elo and his ability? Yeah, I think so. Unless Luke comes in there and blocks it to the left, but he could go right, I suppose. Jess coming in, doing 2 straight, clear that stress, and focus. You're going to have to put the pressure on Wedge at some point, and even if he gets in there with the APT, and there goes Temin, running away, which is the right choice, right? You don't want to be anywhere near Wedge. You don't want to give him that range 1 shot. You don't want to do any of that fun stuff. And then Vanessa, is that going to bump? That might bump. Well, we'll see. Yep, it bumped. Will we be punished? Yep, Temin is doing the right thing, just running for his life. I guess not punished? Not punished, okay. And 1 for Luke. Okay. Yeah, I have not seen Ben play, so Ben is flying this list incredibly well. I've tried this list before. I don't fly it well. So Luke's just going to focus. I think that makes sense. And we're going to bump. Okay. Probably not the worst thing there because the range 0 is unlikely to give you half points, but we'll see. All right, here comes Wedge. Clears that stress. Are we going to focus? Take the lock and boost? Can we do that? Yeah, it's an action. It's not stressful. He can do all the things. Come in and light Jess up, I guess. Or I mean, you got to get the points. Do something. Gonna barrel roll. Barrel roll into a red focus, I assume, and then take the lock. Yep. And are you going to link it for the stressful focus? Yes, he is. Okay. Well, it is good. He doesn't get the deplete, so we're going to APT Jess Pava, it looks like. Well, here goes something. Not bad. Spend the lock for the 1. Spend the focus, and you're going to get that focus back, so. Oh, the dreaded eyeball blank. And you get the reroll with Jess, and you get another blank. So you got to spend that focus, I think. So it's only the crit under the shields, right? But that will be half points. And what was the crit? Let's see here. Damaged engine. Probably not that bad. Okay, what is Luke doing? Ooh. Do you take the range 0 to try to get half and grab 2 more points? Boy, that's a tough one. Or do you do the proton torpedo so Gemmer will get a chance to bring it down? We're going to do 3. And that was nothing. So tried the range 0, didn't work out. Okay. And Elo's going to shoot back. Luke gets his force back. Also for nothing. Okay then. Pea shooters all around. So the 4s. All right. We're going into wedge, I think. Yep. 2. Takes 1. Gives up half. I think gives up half. No, it doesn't give up half yet. Sorry. 4 and 3. So now we're going to go. What are we doing with Kare with 4? Oh, HLC. Got it. HLC. Oof. Spend it for 3. Okay. Spend it for 3. Don't give up half. and range 1 into wedge. This is where you get the half potentially. No, maybe not. Jess is going to get 1 reroll and gets another conversion. Nice. And there is half on wedge. That will do the half. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Gemmer. Oh boy. Let's see here. Gemmer says, well, it's going to be 3 dice, so I think you go at Jess, don't you? Yeah, you got to go at Jess with 3 dice. You get your calculate. That won't do it, but it does put 1 more into Jess. She gets a reroll. Does not convert, so she's down to 2. Okay. We will get 1 more round. Ooh. 1 point each. So we are at 13 to 8. One, you gotta kill something. Maybe even 2 somethings and not die. But even then, that's gonna be rough. So you gotta kill somethings and get halves on something. So, oh boy, tight game. Yeah, it's interesting to use the crates as a half point reminder, but I get it, right? I do get it. Nobody remembers on the half points, so um, they're using them as a reminder, which, sure, makes sense. Also helps visually with decision making. So, oh, they're at half. Okay, then you can glance over and see what they need to die. And then you got to figure out where you go from here. Yeah, just shield regen. Yeah, nice. Very nice. Thank you. I'll fix the overlay. It does not change the half points, of course. You can't regen above half and lose points, but good call out. Thank you. During the end phase, you may spend a charge and 1 shield to remove a red token. Or, during the end phase, if you have no active shields, you may spend 2 charges to recover 1 shield and gain a deplete, which is what she did. Nice, nice, nice. So now she's a 3 health ship with damaged engine. I could see a K turn here. Very, very much I could see a K turn here. I suppose you could Talon roll as well. K turn probably makes it less likely you're going to get shot, because if Gemmer comes around, which, where's Gemmer going? You don't want to get in Gemmer's bullseye at range 2 to 3 because they'll have that 2-die cannon with the CLT-like effect of adding that eyeball, which could be just enough if you roll unlucky enough to take Jess out. So, but we'll see. We'll see what they do. This has been a well-played game by both. At least I think so. It's been exciting, back and forth and close until you get a couple ships killed, and now you gotta fight to make it back. So, but again, I was saying at the beginning, the last time we played the Wanderers, it was a 4-3 series win to the Wanderers. So, we'll see what it ends up this time, but it's close stuff. Close stuff. So far this season, they've been our only kryptonite. Um, but again, a stacked team of solid players across the board, just like many of the teams have solid players. So I don't understand the 3-5 record. I know stuff happens, and sometimes you just get those matchups that and some unlucky dice. So you know, it's very possible in a slightly different turn of events, the Wanderers would be 7-1, 8-0, right? I mean, that's how good they are. And they sneak into the playoffs, which I think they're in there right now. Let me just double check my standings. If I look, where's the standings? Oh, all right. Gemmer's rotating for a stress. Okay. Coruscant is the sixth seed, so they would play if the playoffs started today. Order 66 at 6-2. So let me just say that when we get there, they're going to be a very dangerous team to face in the playoffs. So, and Temon's like, see ya, don't want to be near ya, right? That's the right thing. Very much the right thing. Okay. So Gemmer comes around. Just did the K turn like we anticipated. Just one straight for Vanessa. And remember, she's got the barrage rockets, so can shoot them out the butt at range 1 to 2. So Gemmer might be taking that shot if Wedge, well, unless Wedge goes past and is at range 1. Or maybe you try to block Wedge, and then you bring Kare down and threaten. Nice. Very nice. Kare's going to do a 2 bank. Nice. And just focus. Oh, yeah, I should mark that Ben is first player. Got to pay attention to these things. Come on, old man, get your stuff together. And Elo is Elo should not be stressed unless he was stressed before, so treats it as white. Never mind. Luke is going to take the lock. And here comes Wedge. Bank boost, focus. Right? Yeah, I think you gotta focus. And okay. Wedge may die this round, and if that happens, then Wedge, there's no chance for Max to win this game. But range 1 bullseye, so we do have Predator active. So 4 dice. Whew, that's a good roll too. And spend the focus, take 2 shields, right? Yeah, Vanessa takes 2 shields. Okay. So Ben gets to shoot his 5. I imagine you're going into Wedge. Yeah. You got to do it. Wedge is on 3 hull. because then you'll have at least 2 follow-up shots. So, okay, or nada. Okay. Well, Luke is going to shoot at range 1. I think that makes sense. Has the lock, spends the lock, and we'll spend a force for 4. And all 4 go through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think Gemmer may be able to finish Kare off if he gets lucky. So we will see. All right. 4s are up. No shot for Vanessa. Out the front anyway, but we will do the barrage out the back at Gemmer for 2. As long as Gemmer doesn't blank out here. And safe. Right. Okay, range 1 at wedge. Ooh, ouch. Spend it for 1 into wedge. Okay. And then going to the 3s, you gotta shoot at wedge. Yeah. No rerolls. Oh, and depleted. So 1 crit though. And 1 reroll, hit crit. Okay. That's right, she can reroll for herself. Oh. Oh, wait, it's a trap, right? No? Probably not. Oh. That will be the game, I think. Which one? Where is he going? Hit crit. Who's he shooting? Somebody who doesn't have heroic, maybe? I don't know. Kare. Okay. Oh. I was doing the wrong... Wait. Yeah, I did the wrong pilot. Vanessa is healthy. So... And they each... Well... Uh-oh. Luke gets 2 points? Oh no. Does that mean we're tied? Are we tied? Yep. I need to jump over and find out.
Two positive 2. Not
Hey,
bad.
I don't know. Elo always rolls blanks. I usually like running M9 just
so
to bump Elo up because he
question,
always seems
guys.
to just roll crap. Hey,
So, did you score the center yet?
we did.
Oh, we did.
You did? Because
Yeah.
I'm showing just based on without the center, 14 to 16.
Yes.
Oh yeah. 14 to 16.
That's the end game. That's the end score.
Well, I hadn't put on the overlay the last center objective
Oh,
for
is
this
it
round.
Kare? Because we
Yeah,
only did half on Kare.
yeah, because Kari
So
is
would we
4,
be?
and then
Yeah,
is
Kara
Luke
is
the
four.
only
That's why
one?
you have six.
Right, is
That's why you have
so
6 points.
I see.
Oh yeah, 6.
So Kare plus the middle is six.
Yeah, so it
You
should be
scored
tied,
six.
yes?
No, he scored six. Like if you look at the counter here, he scored 6 points, which is Kare in the middle. I scored the other half of Wedge, which was three.
Right, you
Yeah, I was
got
like,
Wedge.
unless I missed somebody.
Yeah, that's
So
what I'm
I
looking
don't think.
because here's what I'm seeing, right?
Well, we've got Chris on.
Right, I'm seeing
Go
the
ahead.
same score, but I
I got
hadn't
it.
put in the objective yet. So that's why I was curious. Because Fen
Yeah,
was
no worries.
Okay.
points, Wedge was 5 points, um, Sabine was 2 points, right? So there's 10, 12. You got 4 objectives up to this round. Elo was not halved. Temen was halved. Kari was destroyed, so there's 6. Um, and Jess was halved, so there's 8 plus 6 is 14.
Plus
Yep,
6 is 14.
yep. Okay, very
Yeah,
good.
we're good.
I think you're good. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't
Okay, I was
missing
like,
something.
Yeah, man, no worries.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well
yeah,
played,
thanks for
guys.
checking. I was like, but yeah, thanks. It was a fun game. I was like on my toes towards the end there.
Yeah. Nice
Yeah,
job.
it was like just that at that big swing at the end. Like, geez, I was like, oh, this shouldn't be too bad. KK could survive, and then it's like, oh no.
Yep. Yeah, that
Oh well.
last blank out by Wedge was huge. Well played, guys.
Yeah, I was like, that was my only end state, I felt.
Yep.
But that was good. That was good, man. I enjoyed it.
All right, we got that figured out. They have the score correct. And so it will be 16 to Ben, 14 to Max. So Ascendancy goes down 0-2 to the Wanderers. Well played, gentlemen. Well played, Wanderers. And we'll see where this series takes us. So with that, we'll sign it off. Thank you for watching. Enjoy it.